ModuCoils are a design I've been iterating upon over time for a modular printable coil holder for copper coils that can be used in generators, motors and other applications. So far it has had 3 versions that have improved upon the last in various ways. The main advantage of having modular coils is repairability, but their modularity also makes them conducive to scale without radically changing their design. Say you have a generator with 6 stator coils and you want to increase that. Well, in traditional monolithic designs, you would have to completely redesign and remanufacture the entire stator. Whereas with ModuCoils, you would only need to redesign and manufacture the part that the coils attach to. The coils themselves are reusable. In my last video, I introduced the concept of modulus, a platform for 3D printable, standardized, open source, and of course modular benchtop mechanisms. In that video, I talked about the potential for a coil winder to be such an application for it that I can use to wind coils for a future generator project. While that's still in the works, I've designed a version 4 of the ModuCoil, which is designed to be compatible with the Modulus ecosystem. Not to mention that it has a few other improvements over the V3, which we will cover in this video. So without further ado, welcome to this episode of Doing It Ourselves, where we take a dive into the ModuCoil V4. Let's begin with the most significant changes. The V4 is now a 2-part design, and this was primarily to make it easier to print. Previously, in older versions, they either had to be printed at awkward angles or would have to be printed in such a way that they had hard to remove supports that compromised the quality of the final part. With the V4, that is no longer the case. Instead, you have 2 parts that are fastened together to create the new ModuCoil. The other obvious change is the big hole in the middle. This is a D-slot hole that allows the coil holder to be slotted onto the spindle shaft of the modulus mechanism so that wire can be wound around it. Like the V3, the inner part of the coil holder is chamfered at the tips in order to minimize the amount of wire in the horizontal orientation, which would be inductively inactive during operation. This ensures at least some level of induction throughout the coil, as opposed to just having 2 active regions on either side of it. The wire management solution for the V4 has also been improved. Instead of tiny grooves that wire could easily come away from, you now have these 2 holes on one end of the coil that the ends of the wire can be slotted through, and this secures the ends of the wire a lot more effectively than in the V3. If you look at the side of the V4, we can see that the wire cavity is a lot thinner than in previous versions, and there's actually a reason for that. In the stator of a generator, when current is induced by permanent magnets in the wire of the stator coils, the wire closest to the magnets has more current induced in it than the wire that's further away from them. Theoretically, this problem could just be solved by having 2 magnet rotors flanking the coil as they spin. However, this introduces complexity, adds weight, and also expends even more valuable materials like neodymium. A simpler and more efficient way to address this issue is to simply reduce the width of the wire cavity, as in the V4 of the ModuCoil. This means that more of the wire is closer to the magnets that are inducing the current in said wire. There's more copper surface area interacting with the magnets, and that makes the whole coil a lot more efficient. The trade-off here is that the wire capacity of each coil is slightly lower, but this can be made up for by the increase in induction. You will get to see how these new ModuCoils perform when I build my next ModuCoil generator. In the meantime, you can download the STLs yourself and tinker around with them. In short order, I will be showcasing the parts for the coil winder for these based on my Modulus platform. For now though, that's all for today. I hope you've enjoyed this video and following along with this and other projects. Like, share, comment your thoughts, and for more from me, subscribe and click on the bell. Thank you all for watching, take care, and I will see you again next time.